Officials in Gaza report Israeli strikes Thursday hit a crowd waiting for aid in Gaza, killing at least 20 people. Associated Press correspondent Karen Chamas reports.
A crowd of people waiting for humanitarian aid at a roundabout in Gaza City was hit by Israeli fire. The strike killed over a dozen people and wounded over 100 more, according to Gaza's health ministry. The Israeli military says it's looking into the reports. The incident comes a day after at least a dozen people were killed and dozens more wounded at a crowded shelter in Gaza, according to the United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees, known as UNRWA. I'm Karen Chamas.
Meanwhile, UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees Chief Thomas White said Thursday the death toll from the attack Wednesday on the crowded shelter in Gaza rose to 12 with over 75 wounded. The agency did not directly blame Israel, which is the only party in the conflict which has tanks. The shelter was hit with tank fire. The UN Security Council is to hold emergency meetings Thursday after Russian military transport plane went down near the Russian-Ukraine border. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called for full clarity Wednesday on the circumstances of the crash, as VOA's Rick Pantello reports.
Zelensky accused Moscow of playing with the lives of Ukrainian prisoners of war.
Очевидно, що росіяни граються із життям українських полонених.
It is evident that the Russians are playing with the lives of Ukrainian prisoners, with the feelings of their families, and with the emotions of our society. It is necessary to establish all clear facts to the extent possible, considering that the plane crash occurred on Russian territory beyond our control. Russian officials accuse Ukraine of deliberately shooting down the military transport and said it was carrying Ukrainian prisoners of war. Rick Pantaleo, VOA News.
For more on this and all the stories we're covering today, visit our website, voanews.com. This is VOA News. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made his last stop on a four-nation African tour Thursday with a visit to Angola, where he met with President João Lourenço. Following talks with the Angolan president in the capital, Luanda, Blinken told reporters the U.S.-Angolan relationship is the strongest it has been in 30 years. Blinken also thanked Angola for its efforts to broker peace between its restive neighbors, the Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC, and Rwanda.
The United States very much appreciates President Lourenço's continued efforts to de-escalate tensions between Rwanda and the DRC. We believe that the Luanda process, in tandem with the Nairobi process, is the best hope for enduring peace. Angola is trusted by all sides. President Lourenço's leadership is vital for a breakthrough.
Blinken's four-nation tour of Africa began earlier this week, and before Angola, it included stops in Cape Verde, Ivory Coast, and Nigeria. Despite some technical glitches, Japan says its innovative spacecraft made a successful, precise landing on the moon's surface last week. VOA's Richard Green has more.
Officials with the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency told reporters Thursday its smart lander for investigating moon probe landed within 100 meters of its intended target using pioneering pinpoint technology. The probe, nicknamed Moon Sniper, sustained engine problems during its descent and landed in an awkward position that is keeping its solar panels from generating electricity. But the agency says a change in the direction of sunlight could power up the probe by February 1st. Japan is now only the fifth nation to land a spacecraft on the moon's rocky surface, joining the United States, the former Soviet Union, China, and India. Richard Green, VOA News.
The White House has announced it is launching a gun safety initiative focused on safely storing firearms to protect kids. Associated Press Washington correspondent Sagar Magani reports.
Guns are the leading cause of death for America's children, and most guns used in school shootings are taken from the shooter's home. The initiative that'll be announced today with First Lady Jill Biden and Education Secretary Miguel Cardona seeks to enlist school leaders in spreading the word about safely storing guns, which the White House says can save lives. There's no federal law requiring gun owners to lock up their firearms, but the White House has encouraged rules at the state level. Sagar Magani, Washington.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.